So, last time, you all finally found yourselves in the library, deep, deep underground. And whenever you emerged into this, having emerged through a fireplace with green emerald flames, having gone through a series of different rooms, you found yourself facing a dark paneled wood room that had a large stone cat sitting behind a half circular desk and a single bookcase behind them. After some conversation, you learned that there was a lending limit on the number of books per day, and using the books that were on Torque's arm, as well as a book Atticus was interested in, and some books that that you all were interested in personally, in order to help remove the curse from the Purple Raven tribe, you then went ahead into the reading room. Each of the books was covered with a translucent, almost gel-like covering that, when placed within this red beam between two crystals that were set within brass contraptions in the floor and ceiling, along with a small vial, you were taken, for lack of a better term, into the book, or into the soul lock. And as you did so, you then encountered people, and you had to do your best to get them to consent and willingly drink of the vial. Rodan did at first attempt to do it by using his own blood to fill it, learning that maybe that isn't necessary. Maybe that was just a waste of some blood, but it happens. We all waste blood sometimes. So with that, you went ahead and you decided that you were going to go and begin going through the rooms. And as you did so, there were a number of different people you encountered. There was a person in a large party that really wanted to get with this woman named Magnolia Ellison, but you all used a little bit of deception to deal with him. There was a dwarf running a brothel that, in exchange for some services with Atticus's gun, happily drank from the vial. There was a half-orc that was counting money. There was a gnome inside of a tree that thought that things were really bad. Let's see. There was a human who wanted to fight and decided to fight Rodan at first, not Torque. Good time. There was a female furbolg. There was a... and finally, where you all are at now, as you're working on the soul lock, I believe for the... Give me a second. The book was called Dark Arts and Forbidden Rituals. As you were working on the soul lock for that one, you were encountering a person named Dave, a halfling in a tavern playing cards. He had a scar. He wanted to... he was interested in killing someone, killing perhaps one of you all. And at the end of last session, he stood up to his halfling height, and then taking his dagger, plunged it upwards at an angle into Atticus's neck. And that is where we begin today. So, Atticus has a dagger being plunged towards his neck. As this happens, Alina, via Alex telling me, will be attempting to cast Spare the Dying onto Atticus. So, let me see.
Already froze.
And capture that picture. Okay.
Looks very concerned.
It is a good picture.
Her magic goes off and it hits Atticus, but Atticus is already gurgling as some dark liquid is coming out of his mouth as his body slumps down onto the ground, and for the moment you're not sure if it's breathing.
It?
What?
It? We're not sure if it's breathing. His
Well,
corpse is
could be a he, could be an it. Who knows what it is currently?
That, but
Ah, well, that was satisfying. That was satisfying. Thank you. Thank you. The vial? The vial? One of you had something you wanted me to drink?
Who had the vial?
I can't remember.
Oh, there it is on the ground. This fine gentleman dropped it.
Atticus had it.
Mm-hmm. Picks it up, begins drinking from it, and as you have seen before, the shadows begin to creep in around you all. There are high shrieks as Alina is now kind of over Atticus trying to get a pulse, doing a little bit of magic with him as this halfling is just shrieking until finally he is pulled in, and then as you all almost blink, you're back in the reading room once again, and the tome no longer is suspended, or it is suspended, but the vial is gone.
What is the state of Atticus?
Atticus is on the ground next to you all, and at the moment he does appear to be breathing as Alina goes, I'm always having to save you all from dying.
I mean, there's basically nothing I can do to help him, but I will take some of his stuff if he's dead.
He's
Man,
not dead.
I still wasn't sure whether we're gonna help him or not. He's been a bit of a wild card.
I really need him to survive because of numerous business ventures that we're gonna go into together.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds at second level.
Okay.
Well, second level or higher. Healing increases by 1d8 for each slot level. So it's 2d8.
Okay. And go ahead and roll that for us.
Plus whatever my modifier is. And my modifier is wisdom, right?
Yep.
That's not a d8. That is a 20. Let me just get the right dice out real quick. Okay. 5, 7. So 12 plus.
Okay.
Plus 4. 12, so 16.
16. Okay.
Let him live for now.
Atticus, you wake up on the ground. There is definitely a raised ridge of new skin, recently healed skin on your throat near your carotid. And you do see that Alina is kind of getting up and wiping off her hands at this point on a cloth she has. And the rest of the party is looking at you.
Are you dead?
No,
You sure?
I
You're
was. Until somebody evidently brought me back.
You're welcome.
Do we not have?
It's fine. I wasn't quite ready yet.
I mean, we can kill you again. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but I don't want to push the limit, That's like 1.5 times I've died now.
Oh, you're one of those people, aren't you? Is that your kink? I'm not judging.
I am.
So where were we?
We have all the books now, right? Can we leave?
There is the book Dark Arts and Forbidden Rituals, the one that you hoped had the ritual that you wanted within it. That is suspended in the red light.
You have to
We're
read.
at.
You did 6 books you needed, this one, and the other one. So there is technically one remaining Lind left today.
Which was gonna go to Rodan.
We don't even, I mean, we basically just guessed. There were 2 books and we just guessed.
No,
I think we're pretty confident about it.
no, yeah.
Alina examined.
It absolutely it is that one.
Maybe I don't remember the examination right, but I
Wait,
thought she
So,
examined it.
so now you trust in the party's abilities.
Well,
Correctly,
because she wasn't the only one who observed it, Kale.
What I remember is she observed it and determined that it was older.
I'm telling you, it was the right one.
Well, if you're absolutely confident it's the right one, then yeah, I would definitely love to grab one of those books that's about illusion.
Do you all
But I-
still have the link to the library? Would it be helpful if I put that into the chat again?
Yeah.
Big one.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I wish that I could have the chat pulled up on my computer
It would be nice.
and only have the laptop for video purposes.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fuck around and find out.
The Art of Illusion, Mastering the Mysteries of Deception, and
Is anyone going to take out, while Rodan's looking at the bookshelf back in the library, take out the Dark Arts and Forbidden Rituals book? Fork is confused.
Talk. I think someone needs to go grab that book.
Torque will grab book. Torque good at reading. Torque
Wow.
grabs the book.
I am not taking any books from this place. Whispering to Ren.
Rin and Alina both.
I feel like you added 2 books with almost the same title, and one has absolutely nothing in it, and one might actually be useful.
But which one?
I want to grab The Art of Illusion, Mastering the Mysteries of Deception.
Okay. You grab it.
And I want to take it back and I guess just do what we've been doing with it.
Okay. You take it back and you put it into the red beam in the reading room. You put a vial in there, and then there is a pulsing of the red light that fills your vision. And as it goes away, this time, you find yourself standing in a mostly empty market space. There are a couple of people bustling around. It looks at first a little bit like Gorsak in the Dorsak Desert, but it's a little bit different, but same sort of environment. And it just feels a little bit atemporal. It feels old. And as you're standing there, people are calling out things using some language that's a bit outdated, perhaps, but there is one person who appears to be kind of standing with a crowd gathered around him on a platform. Come up, one and all. I have the things to tell you. Anything that you think you've done, I bet you I've done something better. You, friend, he points at you, Rodan. Tell me, what is it that you are the best at?
I I can drink vials faster than any man.
Ah, well, any man other than me, I can drink vials twice as fast as you.
Most people say the same thing, but in this vial, I hold it up, is my grandmother's special liquor concoction. Put my grandpa on his ass every night. It was the only way he could sleep with her. And if you can drink this in under 2 seconds, this is a small vial, right?
Yep.
You can drink this in under 2 seconds. I'll give you 10 gold pieces.
That put your grandfather on his ass every night to sleep with your grandmother?
Yep.
My grandmother used to make a concoction that would take 4 seconds for anyone to drink and would put both her husbands on their asses before she slept with both of them.
Excuse me, kind sir.
Yes, yes.
I didn't catch your name.
My name? Well, of course my name is Weston. Weston the Great.
Weston the Great. Weston, would you run through that again for me? Comparatively, your grandfather to Rodan's grandfather?
Well, I have 2 men that could be my grandfather. It's hard to tell when your grandmother is involved with 2 different men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. So her concoction was so strong, no one could drink it.
Weston,
in
nobody
less than
gives
4
a shit.
seconds.
Nobody cares.
Well, say what you will. Maybe you do not care, but I'm able to do it better than you.
Tell you what, prove it by drinking this vial. Rodan, do you have the vial of the strongest alcohol in the world?
The one I was already talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he can chug it faster than you can?
No.
Mm.
Do,
What
do I
say
need-
you, Weston?
Well, let's make it more interesting. If you will drink my grandmother's vial, I will drink your grandmother's vial. We can drink each other's grandmother's vial.
Okay.
That sounds
weird.
kind of almost sexual.
Well, if it were, I would do it better. Here, he produces a vial that is filled with a greenish sludge-like liquid and passes it to you, Rodan.
That's why it takes 4 seconds instead of 2.
All right. You first, sir, and I'll try to beat your time.
No, no, no. At the same time.
Why does yours look like a sludge?
Well, haven't you ever heard of malt ale?
Fine, let's do it.
One
Here we go.
moment. Hold on. Who's keeping score here?
Whichever one of us can get it down the first. I think we have enough witnesses. Yeah, says one guy who's obviously already been into the booze a little bit today. Yeah, he can do it, says a child. You've got this, Sonny, says someone who might be his grandmother.
Rodan, I don't know what's in that vial you're about to drink.
I mean, it's not like it's going to be poison. I don't think the guy who has a big crowd and is like performing for people is handing out poison, so I'm willing to give it a go.
And essentially, aren't we handing out poison in the big crowd?
Shut your mouth.
Before they do the drinking contest, I would like to expend a first level spell slot to purify food and drink and purify his drink of any poisons.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I'll just do that just by inspecting the bottle
Yep.
and casting and then
Yeah,
handing
just
it
going,
back to him.
I wonder. Yeah. Okay. Cheers, he says. Clink.
Cheers.
And he throws it back. And you throw yours back. It tastes horrendous. It tastes almost like if you had applesauce that you let grow mold on it for 3 months and then you just whisk it together.
Is it at least like strong alcohol wise?
It's not even alcohol.
Damn it.
You're
It's
like-
just sludge.
It's just sludge.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna wash it down with some of my wine.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. And you notice that as he tips it back, he doesn't quite put yours to his lips. Well, it appears both of our grandmothers have strong concoctions.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You didn't drink that.
What? I drank it so fast you didn't even see it.
You didn't even put it to your mouth.
Of course I did.
A
What do you all
scam
think?
artist in this town. How do you have such a big crowd?
A scam artist, you call me?
Yeah,
A scam artist?
you're scamming me right now. If there's
Hmm.
nothing left in that vial, then it won't hurt you to actually tip it into your mouth. Just to prove to everybody.
Well, well, you all believe me, don't you, folks?
No.
Why is there? I don't know what kind of town this is, but us out-of-towners have higher standards.
Hmm. Fine, I'll drink your vile grandma sludge. And then a familiar process begins repeating itself. As his shrieking goes out, you do notice that whereas you would expect people to normally react, the people that were in front of the podium are now gone. And instead, you find yourself standing in this ever shrinking market as darkness falls in. And eventually, you all find yourselves back in the reading room once again.
Well, I'm not even going to open the book. I'm going to save it for later.
Okay.
I thought Atticus was going to trace all the books and we were not going to take any of them out.
Oh,
You
is
can
it?
borrow it, you just have to bring it back, Rodan.
But yeah, I forgot you were tracing all the books.
But I can copy it all for you.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
do that.
Okay.
Right.
Also, yeah. So I've copied all of the books.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
You all find yourselves just standing in the reading room now.
I do want, tell me how much time this would take. I do want to take the Wizarding 101 book.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I already have a Spark Notes copy of it, but how long would it take me to make a full-on copy of it if I'm using both my magical quill and journal and as well handwriting it?
Well, isn't that what you've been doing before? Is you're not just doing a Spark Notes version of most of these. Your quill just goes at an accelerated pace.
Okay, I was under the impression it was more of like a Spark Note kind of deal. So it's
Nope.
a verbatim copy.
It's a verbatim copy.
Okay. I'll get to work on Rodan's illusionary book and I'll copy that with my quill.
Torque has found many rituals.
Good job, Torque.
This book contains many. And someday Torque will read them.
All right, Torque, whatever you say.
He's being a little weird.
I think that's a recipe for brownies.
Isn't
Are
that-
brownies do brownies bring back Torque's vengeance?
Yeah, they could. Never hurts.
All right.
We had a
I-
brown minotaur once, but his name was Tom, not Brownie.
You can't say that. Torque, can't say that.
Why?
Do you have any idea what this upcoming Monday is about?
What is Monday?
Because none of the white German Catholic people at my bank understand why we're closed Monday.
None of the white people at the
You're
at the
not
post
closed.
office on Wednesday understood either when I was there. When they're having a conversation in line, they're like, "I don't get why we're closed," but I mean, another
Yeah, they're like,
holiday, so I mean, I'm
I
not
don't
going to
get it. And
complain.
I'm like, you're white. That's why you don't get it.
Uh-huh.
What even is Juneteenth? Well, you've heard of the day that they abolished slavery. Have you heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing? Anyway, am I done copying Rodin's illusionary book?
Yep.
Perfect. I will give Rodin the copy,
Okay.
and then we will go back to the bookcase with the stone statue cat.
Yep.
Well, I will.
Oh.
I can't speak for everybody else.
I see that you are now done.
Yes, that would be correct. I
And you
Have a
all kept
question.
your souls. Wonderful.
have a question.
Yes.
Okay. We kept our souls,
We
and
did.
we collected some souls for you. Overdue library books. I get it. I get it. I get it. You're a librarian of some sort. Understandable.
Of some sort.
How do you get these books? Are they donated? How do you get these?
Well, they're all part of the mistress's personal collection.
Mistress's personal collection. Okay.
She
You-
collected them over time and
you have
locked them
con-
herself.
Do you have contact with this mistress?
Not for a great while. Well, it seems like just a blink. Only a little bit over 100 years, maybe 170, 180 years.
I have a peculiar question for you. Do you have a
Mhm.
name? I don't think we ever caught that. Are you just the stone cat? Feline?
Ah, well, I wasn't given as much a name as I was simply created of old, long, long ago, by your lifetimes. No, they did not think to give me a name when they created me,
Okay.
simply to give me life, which I am grateful for.
So I have a small proposition.
Yes.
Okay. We collected some souls for you, got some books.
Well, you
know.
merely recycled the souls that were being
That's-
used as locks.
It's fine, whatever. You have a book. It's this Wizardry 101, learning the basics.
Are you interested in beginning wizardry?
You could say. Now, I've read the copy, which is phenomenal.
Real page turner.
But I would like to have this copy. So my proposition to you is, one, I have written a trilogy of books about curses and charms and etc. that I will give to you, all three of them, plus the verbatim copy that I wrote of this very book itself in trade for the original copy of the Wizardry 101 book. Is that something that can be arranged?
It kind of crosses its giant stone paws on top of this half circular desk. It creaks a little bit under their weight. Towering overhead, its head tilted to one side. I am more or less just an intern, but there are always flexibilities to be explored.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make an executive decision, no?
You do.
And
If they were, go ahead.
just to say, I'm not just some nobody who wrote these books. I hail from the College of Loyhold.
You
I
are
was even
indeed not going to be nobody.
valedictorian of my graduating class.
Impressive. Surviving to your graduating class, I mean. But regardless, perhaps if these were signed editions, that might make them worthwhile for a trade for our collection.
Well, I can certainly sign them. I could even sign them in blood if that's what you'd wish.
Yes.
Interesting
well.
decision.
Kale, you wouldn't understand. Book collectors, I tell you. If you can get a book with some DNA from the author, cherishable. This
You know,
time,
you still concern me more and more every single day.
and I like you as well, Kale. This time, I'm actually going to take my own quill out and actually dab
Right.
my finger with it,
Yep.
and then I will, with blood, sign my 3 copies of my trilogy.
Wonderful. Consider collection no longer due, as a giant stone paw seems to just make the tomes you've placed on the desk vanish as it hovers over them. We'll lock these up and put them on the shelf soon. As well, are you taking any of the other volumes with you?
No need. Just the one we traded.
But,
So
I mean,
be it.
unless we give them away,
Unless what?
unless we're allowed to take more than one.
Oh, you're certainly allowed to take them, but remember,
No,
collections are
no, no.
okay.
Rodan, I've only written 3 books so far, but give me another year, I'll write another 3, and we can come back and trade for
I
the
just
other
thought
one.
maybe since you were giving 3, we got more than one, but it's whatever.
That's not. We're at the bad end of the bargain on this one. Theoretically. I assure you, Rodan, I have a plan for wanting this book. It's not completely random. I always have a plan.
If you say so.
It's the only one with sentimental value.
My God, Kale, you are so observant. You are correct, Kale. It is the only one with sentimental value to Dell, which
Yep.
is why I want it. Kale, you and I should really talk more. I think we would get along if you just heard some of my opinions privately.
Like all your other opinions you had so far.
I think you can just order him to talk to you more.
What, Rodan?
I think you can just order him to talk to you more.
He's not a slave. We just talked about the upcoming holiday, Rodan.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think we're done here. Thank you, No Name Stone Feline, who I will only refer to as Binks from now on. Thank you, Binks. I greatly appreciate whatever the fuck you made us do.
I merely helped you access some books.
Tell the mistress that I don't know. Just trying to think of something clever or funny. I don't know. Tell her to write me or something. I don't know. I didn't go to comedy school. I went to lore school.
Noted.
Well, shall we?
Leave?
Here,
Yeah, this is
actually,
kind of weird.
do we actually need to leave, or do we just need? Oh yeah, we have to.
Oh
leave.
wait, yeah. So how do we leave, Binks?
I presume you came in some way.
Well, I guess we can climb back up that weird chest thing that I tried to shove you in, Rodan.
There's no like just dedicated exit.
See, that's what I was asking. Like, is there just an exit or like a portal or something?
The mistress would at times simply teleport herself out.
No fire exit.
Yes, I was just thinking the same thing, Kale. Do you have any idea if the fucking fire chief comes down here? This is ocean nightmare right now. This is a semi-public library, and you have one exit.
We don't have a single exit.
This is not up to code.
Well,
And don't tell me the other exit's crawling through your anus, because I will do it.
I'm afraid that I do not have an anus.
Of course you do. You're a statue of a cat.
No,
Did the person who made your statue never look at a cat?
there weren't cats when I was made.
So cats are made after you, but with bows.
Mostly made in my image.
Gods are weird.
They are.
So do we have to? Do we have to go back to?
Yes.
Sounds like
All
it.
right.
There's no
All
way.
right.
Enjoy your books. I hope that you found what you were seeking.
I'm sure I'll see you again, Binks.
Of course, the mistress is going to write.
Oh, she is. Oh, phenomenal. Does she actually have a name, or is it just the mistress?
That is what I refer to her as.
It just doesn't sit right with me, because, like, if I had a wife and a girlfriend, I would call the girlfriend the mistress, you know?
Well, the mistress is a term of respect. I mean, I
Maybe
believe.
that's a problem. I've always disrespected my mistresses.
Hmm.
I mean, and privately, and in the, the sheets.
Oh. Well,
I'm just gonna leave. Just walking out.
until later.
Well,
Come back next time.
oh, we will. I've never come back to this place.
You couldn't pay Kale to come back to this place.
That statement also doesn't even make sense. Come back next time. What does that even mean?
What if we need more books, Rodan? I mean, come on, we still have another illusion book over there we need to come get at some point.
So in this book that we have, is there some kind of spell that would make the bridge come back so we can get back out of here?
I don't know. You all haven't looked through it.
Oh, damn. I
Just-
forgot about that, Ren. Shit. My bad.
Because otherwise we're making camp.
Yeah, we just might have to take a long rest and get some spell slots back to get back across. Yeah. Shit. Hopefully the bodies still aren't doing the thing. I hope that's stopped by now. Like, there's gotta be a finite number of bodies, right? Like, it can't be an infinite number that's just.
But where are they going when they go up there? Is it a loop?
I didn't stay up there long enough to find
Is
out.
it a loop?
I mean,
They're going into a hole. Are they
I
coming back
considered it. I can send my familiar up there and see what happens to him. He'll come back tomorrow.
Fair.
It's not technically animal cruelty if he comes back, right?
He's not actually an animal, I guess.
Whoa. Ren,
As you all go through the fireplace.
he is my spirit animal, and that makes him just as real as any animal. Never thought I'd have to have that conversation with a fucking druid. Other than Kale, he doesn't count.
I don't count now.
Not because you're lesser. I prefer you over the other weird tree druids.
I don't like trees. I'm not a tree druid.
That's my fucking point, Kale.
These are dicks.
Did I land you?
I don't. What do? You do something with the sky, don't you?
At times.
All right, that's good enough for me. You're a sky druid.
That's been interesting much lately.
Admittedly, Kale, druid magic is the magic I know the least about. I never really studied up on druids.
No, it's because they keep it all secret.
I know it's
Like
kind of a
druids.
bitch for an academic.
It's all a pyramid scheme, trust me.
By the way,
I
DM,
know.
I assume that we're walking and talking.
That's fair. So you've all gone to the fireplace, and you are now at the edge of the chasm. You do note now that the bodies are no longer up. They are still writhing below, you can see, about 40 feet down, but they're no longer hitting whatever symbol with four separation or four partition pieces above. You can kind of make out a faint outline of it carved into the ceiling, but there also still remains no bridge.
Are you gonna say your strange chant and cause hell again?
I could say a different one. Seiju by Bei Queen Tong Tang.
Is that Mandarin?
Yeah, yeah. It was Mandarin, yeah.
What were you doing? Ordering Chinese food?
No, it's Mandarin for dead pigs don't fear scalding water.
And that's the session title.
There you go.
Just love that you immediately knew it was Mandarin.
I mean, it sounded like it to me.
It makes sense that, I mean, everyone here is fairly intelligent, so it makes sense that you'd pick up on that, but I think a common person would just be like, is that Chinese? Mandarin or Cantonese? Pick one.
A common person. Or not.
Yes, an NPC.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good now. Did the Mandarin do anything in game?
No, the Mandarin Chinese did not do anything in our D&D world.
All right.
Bacon.
Shit. Well, you guys want to camp out?
Are we back at the bridge right now? Is that what's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, we just can't get across it because we're low on spell slots.
And
don't know if-
bridges.
You know
Are
what that
we, when we get
is.
spell slots back, are we going to be able to solve this? What is there?
Yeah, because Ren can turn into an animal.
Will
Oh, yeah.
conjure animals? Does that make one that I can make that will actually be able to do something, like help us? get
It's
across?
I think it's
Or
a
is it just a tacky tack?
CR level thing.
Let
isn't
me
it?
see.
Spell certain higher levels.
I think if
One
it's a
beast of
spell I'm
challenge rating,
thinking-
2
yeah.
or lower.
So I can't summon any eagles or anything.
I don't know what's the challenge rating for an eagle.
I don't know.
A
Let me
normal
see.
eagle is probably pretty small, but
I can
we
pull it
need
up
a
here.
giant eagle.
I can pull it up. Hey, I got you.
A regular eagle is challenge rating 0.
Not CR2.
Oh, it's CR1.
It is CR1, yeah.
Dang. Yeah, you could do that.
All right, I've got a third level spot. Let's do it.
I still kind of like. I mean, we could Ren, but I
You want
could
to?
use a rest. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fair.
You did kind of die. Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
I did.
I did give you very minor points back.
Yeah. So, which I don't blame you. Like, don't ever give me more than you need to give me.
Just enough to not be dead.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll figure it out from there. But anywho, can I like go to sleep for 8 hours without being violated by any of you?
I mean, Kale thought about leaving you dead, so he might push you off the edge.
Well, no, I never go out of my way to kill him.
Yeah, he just would let me die. There's a difference.
Fair.
I'd consider it. Consideration's not a crime.
Definitely not going to kill you, but I can't promise I won't violate you.
I mean, he did just copy a book for you
True.
after almost dying.
Rodan, I've been like your best friend. Like,
When I said violate, I meant in a sexual manner that I thought you might appreciate.
Rodan, I just want to let you know that
Because
I
again,
have reason to believe that you were the least favorite in this group until I joined. So you're welcome.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've always liked Rodan.
I feel like I've heard Torque tell me about his past shenanigans of like just robbing innocent people and maybe killing a guy. I don't know. I just feel like I've never
Well,
killed
was fun.
somebody in front of y'all.
but
Other
imagine
than
if,
that Minotaur I blew up.
imagine if you were in a
But that's
group.
not a person.
Imagine you were hanging around in a group of people you hate, and then you were told that you were the least favorite person there. Wouldn't that actually be a positive?
So you hate everybody?
No, but I mean,
Oh,
you know,
so
it was,
it's all hypotheticals,
the
right?
group was formed out of opportunity. It's not like I was just hanging out with my friends and then, oh, they like me the least.
Group was formed out of opportunity because Rodan Spice ran away from home where he has all of his gold to track more gold. And now he's broke.
I'm definitely not
We-
broke now.
So yeah, we have a good amount of money.
I mean, I
I have
know
more money than I know
that,
what to do with.
but you have more money at home.
Yeah, but that wasn't my money.
What happens if your father dies? Then isn't it your money?
I don't think I'm the eldest.
Rodan killed them all. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Have you never read a politicking book before? Just kill all your eldest siblings.
No, I'm doing it like this.
It's fine. I'm just tired and cranky because I just woke up from being dead. So
Go to bed.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay. Alina's been shaking her head as she and Torque began making camp for the night, I assume along with Rin while this conversation was happening. So you are able to go ahead and take a long rest if you all would like.
Are we going to set a watch?
And Ren, when I wake up, we're having
a good idea. Alina, not normally in that voice, but I was
I
happy
thought that was
on.
Torque. Whew.
I-
Ren, when I wake up, we're having a conversation about your doesn't count spirit animal. We're unhatching that.
I'm not able to communicate with him. Therefore,
That's-
he's not an animal.
That's on you. I'm sorry you don't have the magical prowess to communicate with my fucking spirit animal.
You're not animal?
Communication doesn't really decide anything. I mean, we can communicate with Torque, but is he a person?
He's at least half of one.
I hear him screaming in my head.
Yep.
That.
I wonder how his cousin's doing right now. Bowl.
Good night.
So we took a long rest.
Yep. Alina says that she's going to take first watch, and Torque says he'll take second.
I guess I shall take third.
Okay.
I'm also be right back into the fridge.
Sounds good. Alina completes her watch successfully, wakes up Torque. Torque rolled a 3, so he never wakes you up for your watch, Rin, as he falls asleep on his.
Spectacular.
That's about right.
It's pretty par for the course, honestly.
It is.
Well,
Does anything happen when I sleep through the watch?
no.
That's
Went by
good.
pretty uneventfully this evening.
Like, we're in a library that is probably pretty safe, and the bridge is like nobody can come across the bridge. So,
But there's
like
dead
I-
bodies everywhere that were
Yeah.
flying through the air.
I can make them fly again if you want.
Please no.
Ah.
It is now morning. 1 second.
One.
Okay, I'm back. I dropped some stuff. It's morning.
Well, do we need to do anything else here before we go across the chasm?
I don't think so.
And there's no more flying bodies at the moment.
No more flying bodies at
So
the
this
moment.
will make it a lot easier to go across as long as you don't say any more spells. So I guess I'm going to be an eagle and fly around across again. Do I need to make a check?
No, I think that you can do it fine as long as no one else utters some words that make bodies fly.
Please no.
I would assume that doesn't happen.
Good, yes. So then we go back into the room with the time warp after that, right?
No, you'd be next in the mausoleum room.
The creepy guy there.
Yep. Well, no, the creepy guy's not there. It's deserted this time. And then you find yourselves in the room that has the time going, though there is now an orc that is no longer part of it. Half orc, I should say.
Can I see if there's someone there that looks like the mistress trapped in that time loop as we're walking through?
Sure. Give me just a general perception check. Because you don't necessarily know what the mistress looks like.
Oh, that was almost an 18, but then it rolled over onto a 5. I'm so
Oh,
sad.
no, it just. You don't see anyone that looks like they would be a person in charge, from what you can tell. Looks like a lot of followers, not a lot of leaders.
Well, I have a +7 on that, so would a 12 make any difference versus a 5?
No.
Darn.
You're more sure that there aren't any leaders, but. And then you all emerge back into the cold, large black stone room that you had come from. To your right now is the ever widening, or well, the tunnel that widened and now will shrink as you go back through it, getting smaller. And on your left is the large metal stainless steel door with the 2 oddly shaped holes in it that had the words wisdom, power, knowledge, and something else around it. You all make your way back through the tunnel. You come back to the room that had the pillar that you had hugged and embraced to enter. And as you all do so again, one by one, you find your way back into the small dirt dugout room where you first began in the mountainside.
Better not be one of those situations where we've been down there for 3 years.
That would not be good for Camille.
I don't think so.
Is Camille here and alive?
I mean, you haven't gone out yet. Are you still continuing out then?
Yeah, I assume.
Okay. You continue out, having to bend over. Some of you crawl through this 5-foot tall dirt tunnel over the roots and push your way out. And it is, from what you can tell, morning. There is daylight, and Camille is there, as well as Bull the oxen.
He's got a knife.
Yeah, I mean, if we're out now, don't we have to like
Like the
etch a
Dell,
sketch?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can come to us. He's
the etch
Capable of
and
doing that.
sketch.
Orc needs to
The etch in sketch.
the etch then sketch.
Okay. Fork's going to begin writing a message to Dell.
It's gonna be extremely long and complicated, isn't it?
Takes him about 10 minutes before he decides he doesn't like it and erases it. Starts over.
I forgot what it felt like. to breathe fresh air in a fresh body.
All right. Don't be so freaking dramatic.
You're aware you're still in the same body, right?
And after a little bit more, let's see. Pork finishes in writing a note to Dell and shakes it. A moment passes, and striding out of the woods comes yet again Dell. Oh. Oh. Sorry, just woke up from a nap. Oh. His beard is a little bit longer now, and there's a little bit of a singe to one of his eyebrows. But outside of that, he looks mostly as you saw him last time. Sorry. It's been a couple of been a busy couple of years. How was your adventure?
Oh, yeah, time moves differently for him. Atticus, it hasn't been a couple years for us.
You are Dale.
His eyes flash a little bit at you. Dell.
Dale.
Yeah, sorry. He died. I'm gonna point to Atticus, so he's being a little weird.
Yeah.
I believe that I'm sorry. I believe that we have copies of the books you requested because we couldn't actually get them out. But they are verbatim copies. Will that suffice?
Excellent. Very
Excellent.
excellent.
And
Just what I was
Dell,
hoping for.
we couldn't help to notice that one of those books was dedicated to someone of your relation.
Oh. He laughs, he chuckles a bit for a moment. He leans up against one of the trees that he's near in the clearing. I forgot about that one. That's funny. That
You
is funny.
did. So out of all the how magic works and the time magic and the necromancy, the Wizardry 101 Beginner's Guide to Magic is the one that slipped your mind. And you forgot that you wrote that and you dedicated it to someone.
Well, I forgot that I asked you all to get a copy. Forgot. It's been a couple years.
Sure.
You know,
Did. It's best you not lie to an ancient deity, but very well. You'll know that we did you a favor, and I secured the original copy of the book for you, Dell. Since I believe it has some sentimental value to you that you can chalk off as being nothing. But remember that we did that for you. Yes?
I wouldn't forget for a moment.
Yes, don't forget like you forgot that it was on the list of books for us to get.
But he takes the other copies that you had given him along with Wizardry 101, skims through them quickly. Perfect. And I hope you all got what you were seeking. You had the opportunity at the least, I believe, from my research.
Well, Atticus died.
Well, yes. Not overly interested in that. I meant more so the information you were looking for your curse or something. The Minotaur's Torque.
Oh, that.
Torque read a lot about brownies. Now, Torque, you shouldn't go talking about people that way. Do you know what Monday is? Torque doesn't know what a Monday is. Yeah, never mind. Anyway. Hopefully, your journeys will now be aided. And you will have a way to remove a curse. Is that what you were doing? Something?
Think so.
Good, good. Did you copy down that book as well?
Atticus copied
Sure hope
all
so.
of them twice. They've all been copied twice.
Good.
You
good.
dive once and you start talking to third person.
One copy for Dell and then one copy for Atticus. Hope you don't mind.
Of course. Does that mean you have a copy of the book you had as well? Out of curiosity for me.
I'll check
Copy
his
of-
bag. Oh. Would you look at that?
Perfect. Perfect. I don't know if I'll need this immediately, but I'm sure there will come a time when there will be a ritual or curse that will be useful for me in this book. Thank you. Now, where to next? That was my end of the bargain. Wherever you want to go, I will take you.
I crave violence.
Shoot, where was it we wanted to go?
Do we need to go back to where we were?
I don't know,
Um,
do you?
Or do we need to go
For why we were doing any of this? Oh yeah, right.
break the curse?
to break the curse.
Yeah, we just need to go back. Yeah.
And what did the ritual one show us?
I don't think any of you have read it yet.
Yeah, nobody's even opened a book.
Nope.
Well,
I've asked a couple
opened it.
times. Atticus copied it with his magical quill. He didn't read it.
Dell, can you give us some time to plan maybe and then transport us?
That is my bad then. That's
Take us back
miscommunication.
to the place.
I
Let's-
assumed
you
that
know,
I would like take a peek at them while I copy them.
Oh, okay. Would you like me to send to you the text of that one then, Atticus? Or do you want me to put it in the public chat?
You can put it public.
Okay. And I will read this out loud while you are doing so, okay? So, as it is well known, curses that take hold because of blood. It is unique. It marks a being in a distinctive way that differs from any other being. A divine curse cannot be undone without the intervention of deity, so instead, they must become someone new or old. The ancient ritual of bloodletting was first developed by the Archon devotee, though some dispute this characterizing of Archon, Mildorphus. After his daughter was cursed by Sandor, he decided to cleanse her himself. He slit his wife's throat in the night, and then he laid his daughter next to her still warm body in the bed. He then used an incantation and 5 bars of gold, in combination with his own prowess in the dark arts, to siphon the blood of his beloved into his daughter, while her blood replaced that of her mother. Over the course of an hour of painstaking work, the curse was transformed to the corpse. The curse was transferred to the corpse, and new life flowed through the daughter. Following this success, other necromancers have completed the same ritual, many noting that any recently deceased corpse will do, though there are, of course, side effects. But we all know Mildorpheus's story, and so we shall not fill these precious pages with such well-known information in our dark circles. It then follows with the cantation, Thra pij ium, pakai jed vozna iosra.
That's horrifying.
Well, I think we need to make something bleed.
Sounds like it. Sounds like we need some corpses.
I like the way you think, Kale.
I'm just saying that's what the book says.
So are you... This is Dell speaking now. As you all stand in this clearing in the forest near this wooden door on the side of the hill. In the morning light. So are you, one of you, going to use this incantation yourselves then?
I guess that's the best option we have.
And 5 bars of gold.
How much is
Well,
in the party fund?
I don't know how much a bar of gold even is. But we do have, I mean, we do have some party funds. Let me check here. 134 gold pieces and 400 silver. I don't know how to obtain a bar of gold or. And how many do we have to do this for each person that's cursed, or is it just
well, how many people are you attempting to cure? Del says.
I don't know if we actually counted them. I mean, there was one main
What?
guy and he had a bunch of minions.
Technically 2.
Too. Do we not have to do them all, or are we just doing the main guy?
Did he say we have to do them all?
Well, I guess maybe if we kill him, it'll just break the curse on the rest of them.
I'm in
Think so.
favor of not actually allowing him to die.
It's that
be
last
okay.
part. I'm not sure what happened.
Killing
Sorry.
him over and over and over. I would really like to take a life. It's
Okay.
been so long.
I'm more worried about the amount of gold that this is going to cost because I'm not willing to pay that much.
You know, the funny thing about people is when you kill them, they no longer need their gold.
Yeah, but he then used an incantation and 5 bars of gold in combination with his own prowess in the dark arts to sap in the blood of his beloved. I mean, it doesn't say the gold disappears, but it just has the vibe of something that.
You would assume that the gold would disappear, given your understanding of how some spells consume items.
Also, who is powerful enough necromancer to do this?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It seems pretty straightforward, no?
I mean, it's one of
Get
those
the
things where you,
gold, get the blood, speak something that's creepy.
I
it's
I
just-
am afraid that while perhaps not beyond my ability, this is beyond my comfort. I am not
No.
certain
It's
if
beyond
any of you,
yours.
including you, are quite able to do such a feat.
I'm not even willing to attempt it.
isn't wizardry just, putting things together and chanting strange words and pop out comes magic?
Certain amount of mastery is required, and it seems
Well, I'm
this is a
sure.
rather.
No, I'm not saying it's not a lot of work. I mean,
This seems to be rather an advanced ritual. I'm certain that you all could attempt it if you really wished to, but I'm not sure how the results would go. And
well,
things
to be honest,
like this.
we don't really care how well the results work out as long as we can kill them.
So we need a necromancer.
That would be my recommendation, though I would also be
Yes.
very wary of them.
You know, Del, I'm sure you do. In some cultures, necromancers were praised.
Oh, I'm very aware. And they have their finer points I am quite a fan of, but their personalities tend to oh, how do we say, rub me the wrong way. We tend to have disagreements over intelligences and the sorts. Anyway, I digress. It sounds like you need a necromancer, yes. And I unfortunately am not someone who is currently aware of where necromancers are. I might have been, but it's been a couple decades since I stuck my nose into things. Well, I suppose a couple of weeks, but for me, a couple of decades since I stuck my nose in anything.
Could you not find out for us now?
I can put you in contact with someone who might be able to. Here. Give me a moment. His eyes roll back in his head for a moment, and his eyes are white as he looks out at you all, muttering to himself. Yeah. That one's on me. Freebie. For friends, right? Friends. It's good to have friends.
Sure.
Well, I reached out to my friend. I think some of you might have met him. Anyway, it appears that there currently are. It appears that there are currently 2 possible locations of a necromancer, I've been informed. One would be a suspected necromancer that was arrested in Felhelm and is awaiting trial, evidently. The other, it appears that there might be a necromancer at work out in the reaches of the Dorasak Desert. There's been something strange happening with life and death out there, evidently.
Ugh,
No, I don't really want to fuck with the desert.
tired of that place.
Yeah, I personally vote the one on trial.
We're gonna perform a jailbreak.
How far away is that?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because Dale can just teleport us there.
You'll remember that Felhelm is basically just slightly north of the Dorasak Desert within the Fisk Empire. It is right smack dab between basically the coastlines, the west and east coastlines.
Okay,
So the top of the Dorasak Desert kind of goes like this, and it's in the like hump down.
so they're both not that much like
You would be close to the desert in Felhelm.
I definitely vote for that one.
So the
Yes.
one that's on trial, yes.
I mean, I guess if we get him out of that situation, then he owes us, right?
He does. You're correct, Kale.
On the other hand, the other one could be the one involved in the vampire situation. Where exactly in the Dorsak Desert is this necromancer suspected to be?
I was told that there are odd happenings happening in the central part of the Dorasak Desert, a little bit southeast of where Onak usually takes place.
Okay, since Shane definitely doesn't remember.
That would be a little bit southeast of where you went to the Druid Sun Festival, Onak.
Yeah, but is the area you just described where the vampires were?
No, the vampires were actually north of the Dorasak Desert.
He admit it.
The vampires you're referring to, whether or not they were.
Okay, it sounds like it's not related to vampires, so yeah, I definitely vote for the Hellhelm.
Can you take us, wizard?
I can.
All right. No, very well.
He stares at you for a moment, Atticus. Okay. Yes. Well, gather round. We'll make our way to Felhelm. gathers you all around him, puts his arms around you all, and you all feel that familiar stretching and pulling situation before finally your bodies are back together. And you find yourself standing in the middle of a kind of grassy field, looking at a variety of more upscale buildings than a lot of places you've been before. It's now that I take my leave until the next time we have mutual need, Dell says.
Very well, wizard.
Keep an eye on him, he says, and then is gone. And with that, we're going to take a break because I need to pee.
How long is our break?
Thanks for the info.
Hey,
Welcome.
Clayton.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going. How are you?
Doing well.
I'm here.
I got someone to agree to help me castrate my goats, so always a good time.
Woohoo.
In the past 10 minutes?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, you can
Why are
find
we
anything out there,
castrating
can you?
goats?
Why wouldn't you castrate goats? Do you want them to become billy goats instead of wethers?
Because as humans, we're allowed to determine which animals get to keep their testicles or not.
It is a sacred responsibility.
And most of them don't.
I don't believe. Okay.
It's not great news for Torque.
I'm just gonna stop now. Taurus getting. Fuck you. Not gonna get castrated, you motherfucker.
Well, Torque's not a human, so it's not his decision.
Torque, we have to talk about Juneteenth.
Torque, why does Torque have to talk about Juneteenth?
You said some racist things a moment ago.
You really did. I don't know why you were so out of it, but you were saying some stuff that was just like, dang.
Torque has no recollection of these.
Torque said the elven version of the N-word.
Wow. Wow. None of you are invited to my birthday party.
It's impressive that he knows the elven version of the N-word. Like, I'm merely impressed he knows how to pronounce it.
I'm very impressed that like Torque said more than like syllables.
Oh no, Torque was doing a lot of talking while you were gone.
Torque
Torque
was.
said more than 4 syllables. Holy shit.
Torque said some great stuff.
Oh, hold on. I'm just turning on my camera just for this. This is what I got for being worshipful master.
Nice.
No, they got it wrong. It's merciful, master.
Shut the fuck up. I
Damn, I'm sorry, buddy.
Torque's going to be celebrating Juneteenth in a different way.
will fight fucking all of you.
So you all were just left at the in a field looking over Fellhelm ahead. It's a more populous city than some of the small villages you've been to, but not quite the size of Gorsak, the larger port city that you all visited a while ago. It's got various wooden buildings that are going up multiple stories, some houses as well, and appears to be bustling in this mid-afternoon. Torque, you're here because you're looking for a necromancer, by the way.
Yeah. So, Torque wants to remember what the fuck happened.
Atticus died.
And then he came back immediately. And then he was a little bit weird. But that was after y'all took a nap. And now Dell, you talked with Dell and you learned that you gotta perform a ritual with a corpse to change out their blood. And once you get through with that, you need a necromancer to do it in 5 bars of gold. And then you've got to set it all up. And yeah. And so Dell did a favor for you all and found out where some potential necromancers might be. There's one on trial in Fellhelm, or scheduled to be on trial in Fellhelm, and that's where you are now.
Ta-da.
Okay.
We're not sure about the 5 bars of gold either. At least I'm not.
Uh,
Just write to your father, Rodan. Just write to him and ask him for 5 bars of gold.
I won't ask him for money and he wouldn't give it to me.
Right to daddy.
So I guess we should. I don't even know what we should do.
Find the necromancer.
Yeah, but
Work agrees.
he's gonna be in jail.
Then we go to the jail, Rodan.
Torch would not like to get to jail again.
Maybe they do visiting hours and we can like talk to him.
Yes, please. Torque would like to go during visiting hours.
Okay, well it's mid-afternoon.
Been in jail once.
And
Torque's not a good bottom in jail.
Out of jail.
Torque, Torque has eyes for only one man.
I'm gonna ask someone where the jail is.
Wait, Torque, I have a question.
Torque will answer your question. What is your question?
What animal does Rin have to wild shape into for you to fornicate?
Torque will not fornicate with Ren. Torque likes Zerk. Torque would
But what if it's a masculine animal?
Torque has romantic and emotional needs. Torque just doesn't fornicate with anyone. Torque is confused.
Rin
I
is
know, you
off.
knew that guy like, for 2 or 3 days and you seemed pretty out to fornicate with him.
Torque develops emotional attachments quickly.
Through testing your prowess in combat?
Yes.
I would like to ask someone where the jail is.
You stop a small child who's running through town. Tell me where the jail is.
Ted,
Or,
where's the
wait.
jail?
I think that it's like if you go down this street, like until you get to the big building, but not the biggest building, that you then turn left there and maybe right. And when you get there, it's got some bars on it.
I'm gonna hold up a finger and I'm gonna pull out a silver piece and I'm gonna say, just take us to the jail.
I can do that.
Okay.
This little girl with 2 pigtails coming out of the back of her head begins skipping ahead. Don't judge gender.
You literally said it was a boy.
It could be a changeling. You don't know.
Okay.
All children are fucking nightmares.
All right then.
Myself, I can fucking confirm.
Who hurt you?
Right. Well, I'm going to follow the boy to the jail.
Okay. You follow the small, genderless child to the jail.
This is a very progressive city. It's a non-binary.
I think the crotch goblin.
What?
Does that work in this world since there actually are goblins?
It works. It's just the N word for goblin.
Whoa! You just can't be throwing that word around. Son of a bitch.
It's fine. The holiday Monday is not about goblins.
As you
Until
arrive,
September.
As you arrive at a large building that has metal bars on the side, this building, the ground floor, does appear to be made out of some solid stone, not just wood. And above it, though, it's a 3-story building. The base floor is made out of stone, kind of just a orangish red stone. And then there are bars inset. It looks like from those windows you can see that the stone's at least about 12 inches thick. And the building's roughly about 150 by 150 feet. Here you go.
Yeah.
Be gone, child.
Toss him the silver piece. Or
Don't give.
they-
Don't
them-
give. Don't, why would you? What's wrong with you, Rodan?
What?
Why would you give that child anything?
Because that's the only reason they brought us to the jail.
You could have just told him you were going to give him a silver piece and then didn't.
That is not how I treat the underlings. I take it from those with means. I don't steal from these worthless little cretins.
Well, either way, Rodan, you're going to hell. So
I'm gonna throw the kid another silver piece just to make my point.
I don't know. Didn't we rob those people in the first town we met in? Yeah,
That's
they really
before
weren't that well off.
my epiphany. That's before we got transported to the freaking in between, and
What was it? The demi plane of metagaming?
yeah.
well, I'm gonna walk into the friendly jail.
Okay.
Torque is
You-
also walk into the jail, and Torque is gonna say, I actually am not supposed, like, I'm here visiting someone. I'm not here because I did evil things.
Don't be
Mhm.
suspicious. Don't
Yeah,
Fine.
that's exactly
Suspicious. Don't
how you're
be
supposed to act in
suspicious.
front of cops. You're supposed to immediately say, I haven't committed any crimes. You have nothing to suspect me of.
That's how it works. That's in Torque's brain. That's how it works.
Okay. So you all make your way into the front door of the building, all of you, and you're standing in a small atrium of sorts in the jail. There are, in this room, there is a stone table that goes about halfway across the room and behind it. So if you imagine the room is like this wide, the stone table's on this side, but the door is behind it. So you have to walk around on the open side, then back over to go through a steel door. There appear to be about 3 guards in here. One of them is wearing some very nice armor. It looks like it has some intricate inlays on it and metalwork. Rodan, roll me a history check.
3.
And Atticus, you could also roll me a history check if you would wish. Okay. The other guards appear to be more of your standard city guards that you all have encountered before.
4.
Okay. It's an guard wearing intricate armor. One of the guards behind the desk, who's talking with the guard in the intricate armor, he looks up. Oh, how can we help you, gents? Today, he
You
says through
have
his
a
mustache.
necromancer here. No?
Potentially
On trial for
Alleged.
necromancy.
alleged. He was, though the evidence is pretty damning. Fear not, citizen. He will be brought to justice.
Oh God.
Well, we are solicitors and we're here to help with his defense.
No, we just need him. We need the necromancer. Would you bring him out, please?
Torque would like to note that Torque did no crimes.
This is a disaster. One person should have come in.
Oh,
Gonna walk back out.
Ren's gonna walk out.
I don't think I need to be here for this.
Kale's just gonna watch an amusement.
No. And
Yes.
as you were saying,
I'm not asking you.
well, that's wonderful of you.
I'm
That's
telling
wonderful.
I'm not associated with this man. I just need to speak to my client.
He is associated with me. His name is Rodan Spice, and he's committed crimes in multiple other cities.
What? That is preposterous.
Hmm.
And Torque here, the Minotaur, he's
Mark!
not allowed to be 300 feet of a church.
This man was nearly dead less than 24 hours ago. He's talking nonsense.
Atticus,
Been dead
Uh,
24 hours ago.
Atticus, roll a persuasion check, and Rodan, roll a deception check.
Can I do intimidation?
Okay. Which part? Okay, am I deceiving him without
yeah.
not being
You can
associated?
do intimidation if you would like.
All right.
Deception. 21 total.
Ooh, 9. I just roll.
You have not been having great rolls tonight, man.
No, I'm not.
And you just used low as a verb and roll as an adjective or an adverb.
Well, that didn't go.
Well, that's wonderful, but the necromancer will stand trial in Scorn and will face
no.
justice for his crimes. It's the order of the crown.
All right. What is it?
Crown.
Just a question out of curiosity.
Of course.
Is it just the 3 of you stationed here right now? I would like to buy some refreshments for my good fellow in arms. How many should I buy?
Mark would like an ale.
Well,
I will roll deception for that if you need me to.
yeah, I'd say that just based on the direction conversation's been going previously.
Mark would still like some ale.
That's an 18.
Well, at the present moment, we have 4 of us here, but another 2 are out on patrol at the moment. So
Oh,
make it a
pity.
half dozen, and we'll consider things well to go. And any crimes you all may or may not have committed, or deaths you may or may not have been a part of within the last several hours, we can just let them be bygones.
Mark has done no such crimes.
I'd leave it there.
So, yeah. All right, we'll go get those ales. We'll go get those ales.
Good choice. You see a little bit of tension leave the body of the guard in the intricate armor. And I take it you all leave the station for the time being?
Yes.
I rolled a deception check at one point, and I don't know what it was for or if it succeeded. And
You did succeed. It was versus Atticus.
what was I deceiving him of?
Who you were lying? Who was lying?
Yep.
Liar.
Which of the 2 stories you all were presenting they were going to believe?
Rodance was
Oh.
better.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Listen, there's only 4 guards. We
I'll
could
be
just
offline
kill
on
them.
poison. No.
Kale, do you have a proposition?
Technically, the necromancer could bring it back.
Yeah, we could just have the
That's-
wait.
that's not how it
Elena can
works.
just bring people back, can't she?
It costs a lot of gold.
So
I'm not going to just bring people back. We're not killing
Rodan has
guards.
plenty
Come
of
on.
gold. Just take just
No, the guys
use
are
his-
just doing their job. We don't need to. We can find some other way to get him out.
They're being kind of dicks.
Well, is that a crime?
Yes.
Not if you're not if you're an officer.
Punishable by death. It's a crime. I don't think you understand. I crave violence. I crave it. I need to kill somebody.
I couldn't care less. You're getting really creepy now. You know, you die and suddenly you think you're an ancient god and you're talking in the third person.
I don't
I
think
agree.
I'm an
Yourself,
ancient
man.
god, and I'm talking in third person because my fucking name's not Atticus.
Get over yourself, man. You almost died, but you're better now. Just being
Atticus,
so
do you want to
dramatic.
eat hands?
My name
Atticus, do you
is
wanna eat
not
hands?
fucking Atticus.
Well, just because you died, get a name change now. Is that how it works? Jesus.
Torque
Get over
died.
yourself.
Does Torque get a different name?
I guess so. Torque, what do you want your name to be?
Torque wants his name to be Atticus.
Choose a different one. That's going to get too confusing.
Torque wants to be called Tobias. No, wait.
Obi?
Or Talos. Torque wants to be Talos.
I feel like as all this arguing is going on, I'm going to summon a glaive in my hand. I'm going to conjure a glaive.
Can I do a perception check on Atticus since he is out there and continuously saying that he's not Atticus?
Sure.
To see who
And
he
yes, you
is?
can summon a glaive, Atticus. Also, I wrote down a great. There's so many good lines. It's hard to choose the session title.
Oh my
I
god.
thought we already knew the session.
I mean, that's going to be it. But then I also do one for the YouTube video, and there
Oh,
are
that's true.
there are a
That's true.
couple
true.
great contenders currently.
Would that be a perception or an investigation to see if Atticus is actually Atticus?
I'd say
Technically
investigation,
but
because
I
you have
mean,
you have
DM
a
could
mo-
rule otherwise.
No, I would agree. Investigation.
So it's
Perception would be
16
if you're
or-
like, is something up with Atticus?
Okay.
Investigation is when you're more pointed, like you're asking.
Yeah, so it's a 16.
16. Okay. Let's see.
He is acting weird.
Atticus, Torque.
Would you
Atticus
care to roll a
roll.
persuasion or deception, Atticus, or would you rather me rule? Persuasion or deception as you see fit.
I choose to not do either.
Okay. Have me just rule.
Well, I
Atticus-
would be rolling that if I were lying, but I'm not.
Well,
Technically.
But you said you're not Atticus, so you trying to
Pers-
persuade me that you're not
Persuasion or
Atticus?
deception.
Or
Like
deceive
I was
me,
leaving it
or-
open to you which of those is accurate. If that makes sense. Maybe not.
I don't know, because I always viewed it as you'd only do one of those if you were not being truthful.
No, okay. So what I do is if someone does something on another character, I tell them that they get to choose because they know their character's motivations and who their character is and what they're doing, whether they're persuading them or whether they're deceiving them. Because persuading is towards honesty, deceiving is towards deception in this case.
That makes sense. Then I guess I would have to say persuasion.
Okay.
Clayton, what do I need to roll to perform oral on someone?
Performance? What do you mean?
Okay.
-3.
Son of a
11.
bitch.
You've got horns on the top of your head.
I have one horn, you bitch.
Stabby. Stab, stab.
Yeah, imagine just going down and just like, you're goring them. You're literally goring them during oral.
Well, if he just tilts his head over because he's only got the one horn,
That's true.
Exactly. That's what I'm fucking saying.
just
Come on.
like this, you know.
I still think it's a -3 to performance to try to make sure that he's doing it right. But nonetheless, you take Atticus at Atticus's word that Atticus does not appear to be Atticus at the moment.
Are you?
Archie.
I'm going to slap him across the face.
You're going to slap him across the face.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell him to get his shit together.
Yeah,
Someone's on my side.
you can roll a hit me. Go for it.
Yep.
Okay. One sec. What do I roll here? Just unarmed. Yeah, unarmed.
Yeah, just an unarmed attack.
Dirty 20.
Oh shit.
That'll hit.
I don't. I mean, I'm not really doing this as an attack though. Like, I'm not trying to do damage. I guess this is a
You'll do non-lethal damage is what you'll do. It's fine.
okay.
Is this a pull your shit together slap?
Hmm.
Yeah.
What is her name from Incredibles? Edna? Is this an
Yeah,
Yep. Okay.
yeah, I would say so. I mean, if it hits, it's just 3, but I don't know what.
Did it
Just
hit?
non-lethal. Yeah, it hit.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking up something for later on.
Get your shit together. You're being crazy.
I feel good.
I can't go into business with a crazy man.
I feel good.
Oh my God.
My name is Archie, not Atticus. At least Atticus calls me Archie, so we'll go with Archie because my true name you would not be able to comprehend or understand, and it would probably make you go insane trying to pronounce it.
We're gonna turn to
So
everyone
full of
else and
himself.
say, "Do we need to kill him again and bring him back?"
We
This
might
is-
have to. He's so full of himself now.
I
Quick,
mean,
we'll take out his maul.
he's either lost his mind or he's being possessed.
Are you challenging me, Dork?
Torque is just doing what Rodan wants. So if Rodan attacks, Torque will also attack. But if Rodan doesn't attack, Torque will not attack.
I'll fight you, Dork.
So is Torque and Torque's companions doing this, or no?
Oh no. We're just saying we're just kind of having no
Okay.
I thought we discussed earlier when Torque said Torque and Torque's companions, he was just talking about himself.
Torque, he puts away his maul.
All right. Good boy.
Does any of this sound like a possession? What do I roll to find out what's going on with Atticus Latch Archie?
I don't know much about magic, but it sounds exactly like a possession since he's saying that he has a different name and that Atticus is talking to him.
I think his brain has might have been dead a bit too long. I hear that can have side effects.
Oh, gracious.
How come Talos doesn't act like this? Wait, Talos? Talos is Torque.
Yeah. If his,
Talos is a figment of your imagination, Torque. I'm a real being.
if his brain was just
Archie is
dead,
a figment of your goddamn imagination.
if his
No,
brain was
I
just
am
dead for
Archie.
too long, he just would have ended up like Torque. He wouldn't be possessed.
Hey! Fuck
Or
you!
maybe the entire time we've known Atticus, he's actually been possessing Archie.
No, I don't think so.
Hmm. Now, he
Either
did
way,
write 3
I-
books.
Either way, I'd rather have Atticus back.
Either way, this makes me uncomfortable, Alina says.
Oh, you're not the only one, but it's kind of interesting.
Alina's the one I want to kill the most.
Definitely a demon.
Archie, maybe we can find you a different body?
No, I quite like this one.
Well, our
Atticus's
friend,
body serves me quite well.
When
well,
did you decide to join us?
Atticus needs that one.
Was it that creepy sword he picked up back in the cave?
He still has my you're Kale, you are very perceptive. I'm impressed with you, Kale.
I don't know
Very
if I like that.
impressed.
What
I don't think I like that.
does it?
Back when we were fighting the Minotaurs, he picked up a creepy weapon from it was sitting around Zerk, I think it was.
Does he still have it? Do you still have
Oh
it?
yeah?
Why do you keep picking stuff up, Atticus?
That's what Atticus does because he is a relic collector. Which thus forth summoned me. I'm Archie.
Just-
Okay.
So you're an intelligent weapon. Or are you a demon? Possessing a weapon.
I am an ancient old deity who is
Sure you are.
channeling some of their magic through the weapon. Now,
Right.
why I suddenly have possession of Atticus's body, I don't quite know.
Hmm.
I did see an opportunity and I took said opportunity, but up until this point, I have literally been in the back seat while Atticus drives.
I just have one more question for you. Was this consensual?
Atticus can drive?
No.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Well, we're gonna need you to unpossess him, all right?
Please
Can't do
to-
that, Rodan.
Doesn't work for us.
Can we at least
I can't do that.
can you at least stop possessing him so we get consent first? I mean, we're a bit more comfortable with that.
He consented when he touched my blade.
I don't think that's how consent
Well-
works. That wouldn't hold up in court.
He- he,
Trust me.
he firmly grasps my blade's handle, and that was consent.
All right. I mean, I don't know what else to do here. I think we're gonna have to grab him. We're gonna have to hold him down and get this weapon off of him.
I
I'm
am
not touching
going
that.
to take a 10-foot step back from everybody and hold my glaive out in a battle position.
A 10-foot step.
I mean, he's going to take several steps
Yeah.
backwards.
One step, 10 feet, maybe.
I was
By
like,
the way,
Jesus,
Atticus
how-
is now Mr. Elastic.
I was pretty
I-
good. We could take 10-foot steps. I didn't like our chances.
Holding my glaive out. Because Rodan just said, grab me.
No need for that.
Orc wants Archie or Atticus to put the weapon down before Archie or Atticus hurts themselves.
Atticus, can you hear me?
Fuck you, Torque.
Atticus, fight.
I wasn't sure that I wanted you to be around, but now I would prefer you right here.
At least he was rational.
Yes.
To be fair,
Torque's looking at me the wrong
glad that
way.
this is the situation.
Quit fucking looking
because
at me, Torque.
the things you were
Orc
doing.
wants to know what the fuck is going on!
I'm glad this is the situation because the things you were doing, I was like, why the hell are you doing that? Like, we're not going to just walk in and kill all the guards.
That's character growth for Rodan Spice.
And that being said, I'm just going to shoot at Atticus. I'm gonna take a shot at him with my bow at his knee. I just want to incapacitate him.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see how this goes in any other direction than we have to incapacitate him. And
Fair enough. Since you're initiating, we'll let you do that, and then we'll see what happens after that. So roll.
Why the fuck are you getting into combat now? Jesus.
only a 14.
I think
Does
we're all
not
gonna end
hit.
up in prison.
You were just fucking at prison!
Exactly. We're fighting outside of jail.
Yes, you are exactly outside of the jail.
We're
You all
fighting
went
guards standing right
outside.
outside. Watching us.
There are not any outside guards at the moment. So I guess you have that going for you.
Oh, this is combat, is it, Rodan?
Nope, I'm just shooting an arrow at your knee.
Orc is super
I
confused.
tell you what. The only one that has a chance of besting me in combat right now is Torque.
Orc!
But if Torque has a chance of besting you in combat, then it seems like the 5 of us have a really good chance. We're not trying to have a fair fight here. This isn't like a duel. Possessing our companion's body.
Well, if Torque knocks me out, maybe Atticus will come back.
But maybe you
Okay.
won't.
Okay, I'll shoot a few arrows at you, and then everyone else can shoot some stuff at you, and then Torque can knock you out.
Why is Tor getting dragged into this?
Because, Torque, I thought you liked to prove yourself in battle.
We've offered to just find you another body.
Torque
I like
wants
this.
to prove himself in battle, but Torque thinks that this
This
is
is a good
fucking
body.
ridiculous.
I understand that you like that body, but if we're successful in taking the body from you, we're not going to give you a new one. Whereas if you agree to have another one, and then you could always work on finding a better one. Like, it's not like that is literally the best body. He was-
Rodan, I know that Atticus liked you, but I will literally fucking kill you.
Did you roll yet, Rodan?
Yeah, I only rolled a 14.
He missed.
Okay. A 0 goes wide.
That was a warning shot, I say after I miss.
Uh,
Can I cast Dispel Magic? What is that?
let me look up what that does. 1 second.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level on successful check. And I would sit at a 4th level because I feel like that would be better.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Torque is still cleaning.
Well, Torque.
Oh, we're having a bit of a situation here, Torque.
Orc's like picking up trash in the road while this is going on.
He ran to get rid of that arrow. He didn't want to spell it.
It's not biodegradable.
I mean, there are people around, right? Like someone just saw Rodan
Yep.
just try to shoot this guy.
I mean,
and just yelled.
people
But-
are kind of like steering clear now.
They saw me miss and say that was a warning shot, so nothing's happened yet.
Nothing's happened yet.
I mean, I guess there's an argument to be made that because you missed, it wasn't assault. It was just intimidation, which
Didn't work.
at the very least is a lesser crime.
Well, if I get arrested, I'll be representing myself because you guys wouldn't let me be a lawyer in there.
That plan.
Give me
That's a
1
better
second.
plan.
Just looking something up.
Would it be dispelled or not?
Yes, that's what I'm looking up.
I could be mistaken, but I was under the impression. Hold on.
I believe the answer is no, but I'm double checking myself.
That's bad.
That seems too convenient if we could just dispel this.
Well,
Cause-
that's what the doorway that we were all getting zapped trying to go through, and then they'll just like dispel magic, and it was
Oh,
gone.
yeah, that's true.
No, I'm thinking of the counter spell. I'm thinking of counter spell.
Uh,
Counter spell, you have to know what the spell is to counter it.
Yeah.
Dispel
I'm-
magic, it does not work that way.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
I just have to cast it at a high enough level to do that if it's effective, which probably
Or
is not, but
Just
maybe.
make a check.
Okay. So, based on the wording of Dispel Magic specifically, I would say that you can roll for it.
So it's the DC is a 10 plus the spell's level. So what am I rolling exactly?
You need to roll 1d20 plus your ability modifier. So it'd be
Your
plus your wisdom
spellcasting modifier.
So a D20 plus my 4.
Yep.
A 20?
Can you say you rolled a natural 20?
24. Is
Well,
it a 14th level spell or lower?
Nice to have you back.
so here's what happens. Okay. As you cast the spell, it like as Amicus is talking this, first off,
Archie or
as it
Archie.
Okay.
Archie, let's see. Just a second. I need to look up one more thing.
Sorry.
It's gonna there's a possible side effect. That's what I'm looking up. Let's see.
Lena get a
Works.
story.
It worked, but he's like legit dead.
No. I wanted to check. So your thing that you had up, Atticus, won't take effect because this isn't melee.
Yeah, no, it will not. Because
Yeah, that's what I was looking up.
particularly melee damage. Yeah.
Yep. So so Rin does not take any damage from doing this.
That's
So-
I don't want to hurt him.
Rin, you kind of like look over and like twist your arm just slightly sideways and then just point. And as you do so, Atticus, Archie, you feel just like your chest, the cold that was on the outside of you seems to be drawn inwards for a moment. And you all see Atticus collapse into a pile on the street.
Is he in a pile together, or is he like just broken bones and shit?
He's like he's still together. He just collapses.
Just in pieces. I just.
And that's why I fucking asked him. Hey, Jesus.
Do we kill him?
Get the sword off of him.
Alina goes over and goes, he's not breathing.
How many times is he gonna die today?
Technically,
Torque
that
will
was
start to
yesterday.
perform. Torque will start to perform CPR.
Before we do anything, let's try to get that item away from him, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Ah, get
I'm not
the
touching it.
sword. Don't touch it though.
Torque still wants to try and perform CPR once we.
Who has mage hand?
Just a second. I'm trying to.
I guess.
Are we gonna mage hand him back to fucking life?
No, mage hand the sword off of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't touch the sword.
Torque is gonna give him CPR. What the hell?
Oh my gosh.
If that weird weapon's out, I'm gonna try casting Gust to blow it away from him.
Blowing away. Atticus also blows away.
Okay. So as you all are doing this,
Okay, hold up. Oh shit.
Hey,
1 second. Thank you, Brady.
He can't hear you.
Well, I just started the recording again, so he'll hear "Thank you, Brady" on it.
he's only ever listened to the one recording where I accidentally called Tiffany a good girl.
That is true.
And
And
that's
he only
all-
listened to it because his name was in the title.
No, it's because I told him that you had said
Oh,
it.
you did.
He was like, "What?" And I was like, "I think we were hearing the recording, but before you got back, and it was." And I knew he'd watched it because of your comments.
Well, I didn't mean it that way.
Happy New Year!
Who fucking left early?
I
Mine was like 2 seconds ahead of yours because you guys were counting and it was not. a second.
Yeah, that was kind of weird because I think Kale and I were on the same.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As you all gather around Atticus or Archie, this body on the ground, suddenly the eyes open up and it begins breathing again as the chest rises and falls in the midday sun.
Are you or are you not an ancient god?
Who are you?
Did we get the sword off of him?
You did.
Quit fucking looking at me and pick me up.
Mm,
That could be
I
either
didn't answer the
one of them.
question.
I don't think the ancient god would ask for help. I'll help Atticus up.
Thank you, Kale.
Munin is not an animal.
All right, Rin, we're
No,
gonna
what the
tap into
fuck
that in
now?
a minute. We're gonna tap into that in a minute, Rin.
We're okay.
Where the fuck are we?
Okay, it's Atticus again. We're okay. So, what are we doing with the sword?
What
Where-
sword?
Don't touch it.
What sword?
Do not touch it.
Sword.
What sword?
We will put you in
The
timeout.
sword you got in the cave with the Minotaurs.
Oh, who gives a shit about that? You can throw it away. It's
We all care
useless.
about
It's
it.
nothing.
Don't touch
It
it.
was a useless piece of artifact junk.
I
Mm.
think he's using reverse psychology.
Okay, no. What are we
Um,
doing with that?
Torque,
I'm not.
Torque would-
Kale,
You're
just throw it
not.
away.
What are we doing with it? Not
Just
you.
burn it. Throw it away.
Burn a sword.
Torque is gonna look around, and Torque is going to get someone off the street and say, "Hey, Torque would like to pay you 10 gold to take this sword."
No.
Oh yeah, pass it
no.
along to him. Let
Rin
him.
is gonna
Yes,
stop
that sounds good.
No,
A-
no.
a strapping young lad says.
He
No.
only got a body.
He takes it.
Whatever.
Uh,
I don't. That was probably not the greatest idea, Torque.
I
But
feel like Alina was with Rin on the not doing that.
Yep.
I was
Probably
with
not,
you
but-
on not doing that.
But I
mean,
want to be clear. Torque wasn't. It's Torque. Torque isn't going. Hey guys, I'm going to go do this. You see Torque over handing some guys a sword and 10 gold.
But
I
Torque's
was-
not supposed
that's-
to touch it either.
that
I
sword
was-
has bad juju. I don't know.
I was with you on not doing it, but only because he didn't accept my deal where we were going to get him a new body, so he doesn't deserve a new body.
Okay, hold on, back up.
Torque is confused.
wait,
Torque
hold
took
on.
care of the problem. Why are y'all?
Torque, please
He
hold
did
on.
not.
I have a lapse in memory. I don't like Rin and I have to have a serious conversation about what is a real animal and what counts. But now why are we by a jail?
You have been possessed by some type of demon god or whatever, who knows what.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, and you've been acting ridiculous. You embarrassed
hold on.
me in front of the guards.
Hold on, I was possessed by a demon god.
I don't know if it was a demon or a god.
I don't know. He calls himself Archie. That doesn't sound like a god's name. That
Yeah,
sounds
he
kind of
could've
dumb,
been-
honestly.
But he wasn't
He
Astro.
calls himself
because I
Archie.
defeated
That's
him.
what I call the voice inside my head.
Well, I
Oh,
defeated
great.
the voice inside your head. You're welcome. Saved you 2 days in a row now. You're welcome.
Torque just
We're not
wasted-
letting the spirit animal thing go, though. We're not. We'll talk about my familiar at a later date.
So
That's
Torque,
fucking awesome, though. Like I was
No, it is not.
some
was
god
weird.
being deity was inside of me. That's fucking sweet. I
No.
did not consent to it, though.
yeah,
Exactly.
Torque
No, that's
wants,
why it's a
Torque
problem.
wants advocates to know that he did not consent to any of that shit.
That was
But
You
why
could-
are we in front of a? What did I miss?
We're
We need to
bring
bringing
a
a
necromancer.
necromancer out of jail. I say out loud right in front of the jail.
Oh, well, have
You
we
know,
have we checked
It's-
this?
Is it getting into the evening? What time is it right now?
It's midday. It's about like
Oh,
12 o'clock, 1 p.m. maybe.
Is everyone watching us still? Or are
Yes,
they first
probably.
now?
Have we checked to see if there are visiting hours at the jail?
I'm just gonna walk back into the jail.
Oh, did you hello
Oh,
there? Did you bring those treats?
Why, hello, good sir.
Um,
My
I-
name is Charles Atticus Fitzgerald III. You can
Yes,
call
we've
me
met.
Atticus.
Yes, we've met.
I'm going to sit
Where
down
are the treats?
gold pieces in front of this guy and say, "We couldn't find the drinks, but we found these
How much are you putting down?
10 gold pieces."
So, anywho, we were wondering
he's going
if
to
there
look
are
at you and
visiting
go,
hours.
you see the guard chief look over at the guard wearing the intricate armor and goes, I'm sorry, we can't accept that. It might look like a bribe or something.
Oh my God! Wait,
Uh,
I cast Goodberry and offer them all a Goodberry.
no one's
one of
really
the treats.
explained to me what's going on.
We can
I think
we can
I'm-
accept those.
I think I'm picking up on like we need the necromancer, right? Is that
we need to talk to him, that's for sure.
You want to talk to the necromancer?
Yeah. We just
yeah?
want to visit him.
That's literally what we've been fucking doing here.
I think we need him for something. It's
Well-
difficult to explain. How many? I need to do a quick head count.
So would these Goodberries allow us to go and speak with him, but him not come out of the cell? Can we make that deal?
Are these
Oh.
just literal berries?
They are.
Can everybody in this room besides my gang make me a wisdom saving throw?
It's a knife.
Beside your game.
Sure.
He's trying to charm them, I think.
Of 16.
Yes, it's Barry Rodan.
Okay.
Mark has a
All
knife.
3 of the guards in this room
Nice.
failed horribly.
Okay.
Tell me the same.
5,
So-
1, 5.
I am casting hypnotic pattern.
Oh shit.
I am making a pattern that is beautiful and it has twisting patterns and collars inside the air. And they all are incapacitated and have a speed of 0 during the whole duration of this.
Ah,
And they are charmed. Now, it doesn't last that long though, so go find the fucking necromancer.
Okay, fine.
All
Torque
right.
is gonna play with his knife.
Okay. You all head back beyond the counter as they just kind of stare slack-jawed into middle space and begin going back deeper into the jailhouse. Who's going?
Mm,
Definitely
I'll
Rodan.
go.
Kale?
Does Torque need to go?
I've never been in a prison before. Allegedly.
Allegedly. If Torque doesn't need to go, Torque is gonna like move them in funny positions.
Okay, so Kale's going. Anyone else?
Definitely Rodan.
I
Okay.
hope Kale's not going alone.
Rodan's been trying to get back there this whole time.
Okay. Rodan and Kale go back into the jail.
Is Atticus not going?
No, I'm using
Oh, you
the
have
device.
concentration.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
So,
need to be in a certain range of them.
and Alina
Like
is
a
also
good
going
berry.
to wait out here with you all.
Would y'all like a good berry since the guards don't want them?
Wait, no,
It's a
wait.
ration.
No, I'm grabbing the keys.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just get this done right now. I'm grabbing the keys. Let's go bust them out.
You all head back into the jail.
Could I grab the keys?
Yes, you grab the keys off
Okay.
the guard behind the counter. You see a couple of different people in their cells kind of looking down. They look a little bit surprised seeing you. One elven gentleman is kind of just like in a pool of his own vomit. There's another couple half-orcs that look pretty beat up from a fight. And then you hear voices.
Oh shit, not the voices again.
I'm going to need you to tell me exactly what I'm asking you. Last time I'm going to ask you, Necromancer.
Oh god, there's more. There's more guys. It wasn't just the four in the front or
There
whatever.
were just 3 in the front.
Well, he said there's 4 of them.
Shoot. Dang it. Is anybody else charm?
It's
I
just you and
can't.
Kale back there at the moment.
I can,
I usually don't take those
but
spells.
I'm not back there. But I'm not back
Not-
there.
I'm not much of a people person.
I don't know what to do here. Can just walk in with the keys and be like, I need the necromancer.
Can't or won't.
Yeah.
Um,
I need to know what you're doing. You're stopped right before the cell where you're hearing voices from.
okay, I'm gonna put the keys away.
Could create a distraction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna open up all the rest of the cells
Okay.
as quickly as possible. I should have asked how much time I have. I don't know if it's like 60 seconds or 10 minutes.
Okay. So,
60 seconds.
but you don't necessarily know that, Rodan. So
No.
you just begin opening jail cells. Okay. Go ahead, Rodan, and roll me a dexterity check.
Just fell apart quick.
DM, a hypnotic pattern has a range of 120 feet, but it's a 30-foot cube. So I
Okay.
will slowly be making my way away from them.
Okay.
It is important to state that hypnotic pattern does not state that when it ends, that they realize that they were charmed.
They do not realize that necessarily.
It doesn't state. It doesn't say that they do or they don't.
Okay.
Now, for example, if you cast like I think
Friends.
Friends, it states it does. They do know they've
Yes.
been charmed at the end, but hypnotic
Rules
pattern
as
does
written.
not state that.
Yeah. Rules as written doesn't say that they notice.
So I'm gonna kind of be sneaking my way up to where the party went, slowly backing out, and then trying to find him
Backing out of. Are you going deeper into the jail or outside?
wherever the direction my party went. So
Okay,
deeper in
correct.
the jail.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good. And I would assume the rest of you all will be following him then, or no? Some of you will be.
Sure.
Because I don't want to be out here if he's sneaking in there. And it looks like he's about to leave us with all the guards knowing what's going on.
Okay.
Rin,
Sounds good.
Kale, I have to take a piss. Let's go.
Oh, I was already back there with Rodan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Torque.
Oh,
Torque
so,
and Alina. And
Torque,
Torque!
Alina, Rin, I have to take a piss. Let's go.
I don't necessarily want to be there for that.
Everybody's seen me piss at least once, Ren.
Hmm.
As you all head to the back, you all are nearly ran over by a couple of very bruised half-orcs who are making a beeline out front, as Rodan has begun just springing the jail cells. You hear the talking that was going on, Rodan, cease in that cell as he goes, What's going on out there?
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace to give the party a +10 bonus to stealth checks.
Okay. You hear steps approaching from
And I'm
inside the
going
cell
to
coming
try-
towards the gate.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to try to stealth.
Okay, so Rodan and Kale are attempting to stealth. The rest of you are not in this hallway yet.
A +10.
Yep.
Good lord, I'm excited.
So Rodan, or excuse me, Kale, does that just impact Rodan?
So within
You-
30 feet of me,
I don't think we were there yet.
it's all right. So it'll be me and
Yeah.
Rodan, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
fine.
cast it too.
You
All
I
right.
was being suspicious.
39.
He'll got a
What
19.
the fuck?
Rodan has misty stepped into the shadow veil.
I already have a
Afterlife.
+11 stealth. So if I had rolled a 2, that would give me over 20.
So I assume
Or
we
no.
get to where they were and we don't see them.
Correct,
But
because
we
Rodan
s-
has disappeared.
Yeah. But we see, well, I guess.
You see a lot of people beginning to run out of here. And you also see a very intricately dressed guard opening up the door of the last cell on the right.
Why is he opening it?
He was inside.
Oh, he's questioning the necromancer. All right, I do see Kale
Okay.
because I rolled a nat 20 +7 for perception.
Were you
Nice.
perceiving or would you pass the perception?
I mean, I would assume
Well,
he was probably looking.
Yeah, I was under an impression I would be like kind of looking because you guys came up here and we came up here and you weren't here. So I guess maybe would that be investigation?
Oh, I have a perception.
Yeah,
Right.
perception, I think, because yeah.
So I'm gonna pick up wind on what's going on. And I think I'm gonna run over to the intricate looking feller.
Yep.
I'm not even like, hey, like all winded.
Mm-hmm.
Sir. Hello?
He's got his hand on his. What did you say to him? I didn't hear that
I said,
entirely.
hey, sir.
Hey,
Hello,
sir.
Hey.
Hey, sir.
There's been a prison break.
No.
We're running for our lives. How do we get out of here?
Roll me a deception check.
I believe him. That's a really nice quarter.
That'd be a 15.
And he rolled exactly a 15 on insight.
Lame.
The aggressor wins.
Meets or exceeds. Sir.
Yes. Get out of here. I don't know what the local guards are doing around here, but they're doing a shit job of it.
You should probably go chase them down.
I'm not interested in these criminals.
What?
Runkards, petty fighters, bar fighters? No. I was sent here on royal orders, and I am staying here to follow my royal orders.
Hey, buddy. Get the fuck out of here. And roll me a wisdom saving throw, because I'm casting suggestion on
Okay.
him. 16.
Wisdom saving throw. That would be an unnatural 20.
Damn, he's good.
All right. Everything's falling apart. I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm gonna stab this guy in the back.
Oh, so earlier we couldn't kill him, but now we can.
I didn't know this happened. When you said it doesn't last for very long, I thought we had like 10 minutes, and I did not think there was going to be another guy in the back. So I apologize for starting this, but
Are you a rogue? Or are you not a rogue, Rodan? You need to think, eat, sleep, and shit like a rogue.
I was taking an opportunity that I saw. All right, stabbing him in the back. Let me see.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
A natural 1.
Oh, haha.
This is all going to shit. Y'all just should have let Archie kill everybody.
Oh my
Can he
God.
come back out? Archie,
Nope.
I need you. Archie,
Rodan, you take
that's
out
such
your knife.
Good rolls.
You fall down from the ceiling to stab the guy, but in
he
doing
was on
so,
the ceiling.
with a 39, he was fucking on the ceiling.
I'm starting to think Rodan's a fucking vampire if he's on the goddamn ceiling.
As he falls down to stab the guy, he unfortunately drops his dagger while he's dropping himself from the ceiling and just falls to the ground on top, like behind the guy, like just hitting him on the back of his armor.
Oh,
Okay,
god
when-
damn.
When that happens, I'm gonna say
You will begin also, as this happens, hearing some commotion up front, Atticus, as suggestion is a concentration spell, which will end concentration on your previous
Yep.
spell.
It'll be over.
Yep. Rodan, what were you going to say?
I'm going to say, well, that's not how you get out of here. There's been a prison break. How do I get out of here?
Oh.
Son of a
Fucking
bitch.
hell in a handbasket.
Archie, I need you to come back out, or I think I'm gonna have to fireball this room.
Oh my gosh. Well,
That's not working.
Leave.
Okay,
Hey, Torque just needs to talk to him really quick though.
I'm leaving.
The guard unsheaths a sword that has a hilt that is carved almost like a star, and with a shimmering blade that comes almost like in a triangular point.
Oh, that's pretty. Listen, we're not leaving, so well, Rodan left, but
Rodan's
I'm
on his
going-
way out the door.
I'm going to
You
attempt
can't
to cast
scare.
polymorph on the guard.
we really need the necromancer, so you can fight us and possibly die, or you could just step aside and let us get the necromancer.
What's the saving throw on that, Kale?
Going to be a wisdom saving throw of 15 or higher. If it
Well,
succeeds, I'm just
wisdom.
going to turn him into a
Bun.
weasel.
Oh. Bun's fun.
Okay, let's see. A wisdom saving throw of, let's see. It was a what DC again?
15.
15. Let's see.
Fail it, you whore.
Give me 1 second. Looking at one more thing.
Swear to God, this dude a paladin? What's going on?
Might be.
Okay. You see the guard standing in front of you shrink down into a weasel.
Perfect.
boom.
As I was saying, I'm gonna scoop him up and put him in my pocket.
Okay. As you do so, Rodan, you are met face to face with another very intricately clad guard and two other kind of standard guards behind him at the door you're attempting to leave.
They're back there.
We kind of needed Rodan to pick this lock. Wait, the guard had keys, but you polymorphed him. Damn it.
Rodan has
Rodan
the
also
keys.
had keys.
Why is nothing going right?
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make my voice super loud, and I'm going to yell for Rodan to come back here.
Come back here, Rodan!
Get back here!
Am
I'm very uncomfortable with the situation we are in, Alina says.
I still face to face with this guard?
Yes, you are.
I mean, what's happening?
He
Well,
has
you just heard
drawn
Atticus
his sword
yell
out
for
a
you.
little bit from his hilt. I don't know what's going on here,
all right.
but you
I'm
best
going-
go back and find yourself into one of these cells.
I'm just gonna book it back to my group.
Okay.
I don't know that they've taken care of one of the guards, but I'm gonna just assume I have a better chance with the group than I do one-on-one against this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, is Rodan back up?
There's another one.
Rodan
coming.
is back to you all, and
Rodan, get the door unlocked and get the necromancer.
at the opposite end of the hallway, you've now got this intricately clad guard, sword by his side, advancing on you all, with behind him the two other guards who have out one of them a hammer and the other one a short sword.
That's fine. I'm
I
going to pull the
am-
weasel out of my pocket,
Okay.
and I'm going to hold a dagger up to it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna let the necromancer out and be like, if you can help us, we can get you out of here.
You see this weasel? Does he not look a lot like somebody you know?
Halt.
There was another one of you up here.
Under order of the king, you are to drop
And
your weapon.
he's this weasel now. And I'm
You
going
are
to
to
slice
submit
its
to
fucking
arrest
throat.
and the crown.
I'm going to slice it.
I care not.
You don't care about one of your own?
We are under orders, and our lives belong to the crown.
Rodan, what's the status on the necromancer?
In the cell, Rodan, the necromancer, you see a very pale figure, kind of sitting in robes that are definitely too large for his body. On the ground, he has some marks on his face, like he's been hit around a little bit, with spindly fingers. I would like to leave. That sounds good to me. Yes, yes. Okay, I'll leave.
Well, this is me talking to this is Charles Atticus Fitzgerald, the third character right next to you.
I don't have a damn clue what you just said.
Kale,
Yeah.
this is me talking in your head. It's Charles Atticus Fitzgerald the third. I'm standing right next to you. My name is Atticus. So,
Yeah.
listen. Can you do that thing again? Can you polymorph again?
No.
You're out of polymorphs.
Yes.
Okay.
Saying this out loud, by the way. I'm still
Can
hiding,
you-
trying to hide,
Yes.
but
No. Yes.
Can you cease the polymorph? Can you make him human again?
yes.
Okay, I'm going to throw the weasel full force at the guards, and right before it makes impact, you're going to cease polymorph. Got it?
All right.
And that's
How
exactly
does-
what I'm gonna do.
How does
Okay.
momentum work in this situation?
How does what?
How does the laws of momentum work in this situation?
I'm going to throw this weasel at terminal velocity at the guards.
At terminal velocity.
Why?
Right.
It's a terminal velocity. It doesn't work.
Yes, it does. It's the velocity at which the
Terminal
weasel will
velocity
die.
is the how fast something goes, and it reaches its maximum
Let's see.
all the way down. It doesn't work
It
horizontally.
works. It works. Trust
It
me.
doesn't fucking work.
And then
No.
hopefully, before they hit, Kale is going to bring him a human in full armor again. Try
As
to
you
knock
do
him
so,
over.
the human in full armor appears. However, the guard in front definitely slides one leg out and goes down sideways, kind of in a side pose before coming back up. As the guard takes out full force on, though, the two guards behind him. The guard in front rolled a natural 20. Just in a cool move, goes down on one knee and then back up again.
Helped it.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
About this time, Rodan, you and the necromancer will be behind the party.
You're being ridiculous, sir. We need
Real
this
quick.
necromancer for business purposes.
Real quick, that was really cool. So, did you know Helen Keller had a dog?
Oh my god! No, done.
Neither did she. And I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on the guard.
Okay.
I'm burning through everything here. Make me a concentration saving throw.
Okay.
Or, excuse,
Concentration.
concentration saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. My bad. 16.
I don't know who this is. Why am I laughing at this?
All right. He is incapacitated, unable to stand up for the duration, which is 1 minute.
All right, let's go.
As the other guards are now pulling themselves up behind him.
Can we make it past them before they get up?
Okay, you can roll for me, everyone.
I want to be. I'm dragging this necromancer behind me.
He's
But
not.
Torque.
He's not. He's able to run.
Well, I mean,
Torque.
like,
And
is he as fast as we are? I didn't mean like literally dragging, but I meant like pulling along.
Okay, sorry. The way you said like dragging behind me,
Yes.
I was like,
I
he's
meant,
not
like,
dead.
how you like drag a kid to the grocery store or something, like, you know.
I am going to Misty Step past the guards.
Okay.
I'll use my free Misty Step for the day and Misty Step past them. Because I'm not rolling
Atticus.
ability score.
Makes it past them.
I'm
Everyone
going to use
else.
as a bonus action my hidden step ability to turn invisible for till the start of my next turn.
Okay. Sounds good, Kale. So Kale, I'll give you advantage for that then.
All
You're
right.
going to be rolling a. For you, Kale, that'll be acrobatics. Actually, for everyone, acrobatics to get past them. Except for Atticus, who Misty stepped.
13.
7.
Alina
Natural
surprises
20 plus 2.
Kale. Alina also rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
2 in a row.
nice.
Thank God for that advantage.
Yep. Kale, without problem, you are past them. They have no idea. They just hear and smell a little bit of Furbolg fur as you go past. Alina leaps over them on her way out, just like clearing the one guard on the ground, using his armored helmet as a kicking off point to escape. You had a what?
An 8.
An 8. Okay. Torque.
Torque got a 7.
Okay.
I would have had an 8.
Torque.
And
Torque
Rodan?
would also Torque would
13.
also like everyone to know
13.
Torque has a +6 to acrobatics.
Oh,
Oh, Torque. Natural 1. Okay.
Like I'm literally just here. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, we need a necromancer. Okay, we got him. These guards are here. Like, we can just be reasonable, right?
It sounds
So-
like you know exactly what's going on. We need a necromancer, and we've got him, and these guards are here.
Should have just let Archie kill everybody.
Rodan, you are dragging this necromancer behind you, and you are able to kind of begin making your way past them, as Rin and Torque are now trying to make their way too. As you do so, as you're trying to go around him, one of them grabs your leg, Torque. Roll a grapple check. Well, I guess it'll be a strength check. Sorry.
opposing strength.
I hate these dice. I hate these dice.
What'd you roll?
I hate the dice, Clayton.
You roll a natural 1?
I got an 8, Clayton. I have a strength of +7, Clayton. I got an 8.
Well, you are in luck. because the guard also rolled a natural 1.
Jesus.
Nice.
So
I have a 7.
because of your strength, like how do you have a +7 to your strength?
Strength saving throw?
No, check.
You said, oh, okay, that's 5 then.
Okay, you still beat him, but
So yeah,
Okay.
you're
I was
still-
like, wait, there's no way.
You said strength, and I thought you meant saving throw. My bad.
Nope. Okay.
Because I have proficiency. That's why I have the +3.
Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. He only has +4. So he grabs around your leg, and it is a weak grasp, but your ankle also has been hurting you the last couple days. You know, you've probably been doing it too hard on those morning calisthenics. And so it twists and it hurts, but you manage to just wrench it free and make your way outdoors. You all are able to leap over the counter and head outside. And as you reach outside, the necromancer goes, "Follow me. I know where we can go. Yes, I know where we can go. Yes, yes."
Better than staying here.
Torque doesn't like this.
Would you
I
rather
do.
stay here with the guards?
Oh, I got this. Don't worry, I got this.
All right.
And you all begin following the necromancer into the city. And that's where I think we're going to stop for tonight.